listening to Lifestyle Business Radio. When it comes to success in life and business, it matters who you take advice from. So let's get better acquainted with one of the hosts, Mayumi Moeller. Mayumi is the quintessential cosmopolitan success story. Born in Japan and raised in the United States, Mayumi's Japanese and African American heritage has helped her learn how to connect with people from highly diverse cultures and backgrounds. Following her coursework at the University of Washington, Mayumi pursued a career in modeling, working professionally in major metropolitan areas throughout the United States and Europe. During this time, Mayumi cultivated an elegance, charm, and winning attitude that crowned her Mrs. Washington State in 1995 and landed her less than 5 places away from achieving Mrs. America. Since that time, Mayumi has raised 5 amazing children while attaining to the highest levels of success in every field she's entered. A President's Award-winning real estate agent for John L. Scott for 10 years, the top sales rep of a Fortune 500 company, owner of 8 multi-million-dollar businesses, and the world's #1 trainer in self-running business ownership. Learn the secrets to success in life and business from this amazing woman at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy website, lboacademy.com. That's lboacademy.com. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle?
Well, if I was in a bad mood before I walked into the studio today, those are my words of affirmation, man. It makes you feel good, to be able to accomplish so much. And anyone can do it.
That is
anyone.
True. That is true.
I'm just from Japan and with African-American father and a Japanese mother who couldn't speak English. And look, this is where dreams can happen.
Anyone with desire.
Yes.
Can do it. That's what they need. They
Anyone
need
desire.
And willingness to put the effort in.
Yes, and this is Steve Miller. He joined us from the last segment to join us on the LBO segment, since what his book, Uncopyable, the contents of it really focus a lot on what we're going to talk about on the LBO segment, which stands for Lifestyle Business Owner. This is where we talk about how to buy a business, grow profits, and make it run without you. So today we're going to be talking with Steve a little bit more.
Yeah, we want to talk to Steve a little more. I wanted to include you, Steve, in this because, this segment, we really try to help small business owners be better in their business. And we wanted to talk about marketing and keeping it fresh and being keeping your business relative out there in the marketplace.
Yeah, I love it.
And so we wanted to invite you here because you have such great insight on all this stuff.
Insight, experience.
Yeah, and your book's awesome. You got to go get that Uncopyable. I mean, it's a unique book in itself, right?
So let me just say, go to Amazon.com and get the book Uncopyable, Steve Miller. When you buy the book and you go to their website, theadventure.com, you can send in your receipt and you will get a free gift that's valued at $197. And the gift is about...
It's put your marketing on autopilot.
Put your marketing on autopilot. Yeah. Go and get that today.
It's a good one.
So you are... we were talking earlier about Toys R Us. I think this is a good subject, right? Because this is
I used to sell the toys.
Huge.
Toys R Us.
Yeah, you were in the toy business.
Yeah.
This is huge news. They're going bankrupt.
Yeah.
And
it's sad.
It's really sad. But I have my opinions, of why. Obviously we don't know 100%. I mean, my one of my opinions is just they haven't done anything fresh. They're just a retail store that sells cheap toys, right? I mean, my experience every time I went into Toys R Us was very negative.
Cheap quality toys.
Cheap quality. The customer service wasn't good.
Yeah.
The place seemed cluttered. There wasn't even enough help. And the products, I don't know if we said that, but they're just cheap. And so it was never anything special than just a box that was selling some toys.
But let me interrupt.
You could get everywhere else.
Prior to you, because we have younger set of kids and the older set of kids. When we took the older set of kids back 20 years ago to Toys R Us, it was a fantastic experience, right? Because they were kind of fresh. They
remember the dreaming when you see the
FAO
commercial,
Schwartz,
right?
It was a destination.
It was a destination. It was like you waited to save up all your allowance money or get your money from your grandparents to go.
But there's so many options now, though. So what do you do when this happens? Like you got Amazon, you got Walmart, you got every other place you go to, they sell toys. How do you stay relevant?
And a lot of people say that they got Amazoned, which is probably
somewhat right,
tiny bit true, right? They really just kind of beat themselves up, and they fell into the prey of we have to sell cheap and We don't put any money into our assets that we've got, the stores that we have. So, because what we were talking about, when we say the destination, it was an experience.
Yes.
Remember we were talking about earlier.
We were talking about that.
It was an experience to go there because it was a magical place.
Yeah.
It was
like a
magical
Disneyland
place.
almost.
It was.
It was.
The customer service was great. People would follow you around. They'd talk to the kids and help them with certain toys that were opened, and it was an experience.
Even the merchandising was different.
Yes, it was.
And you knenew that all the new cool toys were going to be there. We're going to be there.
Yes.
And like I say,
catalog. Remember the catalog for Christmas?
Oh, sure.
And you give it to your kids, and they would circle what they wanted, put their initials.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think they could have done?
What could they have done?
Yeah, what do you think?
That's a big question. I think the mistake that they made was that they lost sight of the experience.
Yes.
Right? Is that they needed to think in terms of making that experience fresh.
Yeah.
How do you go back to the destination idea that it used to be that families would take their Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
Oh, let's go to Toys R Us and we'll just let
Yes.
the kids run around the store. And it stopped being that because they got complacent.
Yes.
When you look at the types of stores that are the retail, if you look at retail now, the retailers who are very, very clear about who their target market is, and like Urban Outfitters, for example. Mm-hmm. You go to Urban Outfitters now. I am not their target market, but I'll tell you what, I love going to Urban Outfitters.
Yes.
When I go by an urban, I cannot walk by that store without going in.
Well, the smell lures you in. It smells good.
Really cool.
Yep.
They've got cool stuff in there, and they also have things in there that you might say, well, they probably don't even sell very much of this, right?
Yeah.
Like portable turntables.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I saw that and I thought, how many people are going to have records to buy these things? But it's a
novelty to get somebody. They don't see it that often,
Yeah.
right? And so
there's an expectation of that.
Yes.
So when I go into the store, my expectation is I'm going to see something cool.
Something cool.
And so it's part of that experience of going in and the discovery.
There
Yes,
wasn't
the
anything really
discovery.
new when you walk into a Toys R Us, right? So I mean,
No.
they didn't have. I mean, they could have set up like where they had a play area where all the kids get to try out all kinds of different new toys that are coming out on the market,
Yeah.
right?
Like
I
the
mean,
movie Big.
Exactly. That was
They
a
could have
great.
done something like that.
Yeah.
What was
yeah.
that? KB Toys. What was that? What was that?
Oh
one?
yeah.
No, that was
It was FAO Schwartz.
FAO Schwartz.
Schwartz,
Yes.
yeah,
that's exactly
Which
right.
Toys
FAO
R
Schwartz.
Us probably
So it almost
demolished them.
so
and
Toys R Us
KB
almost
Toys
just went
and-
to the price model, like you said.
Yes,
They just
they
said we're going to
did.
just try to be the cheapest toy
Yes.
out there, and then we're going to try to compete with that.
And they
So-
were the only ones out there for a long
If you
time.
compete on price, then eventually you will die on price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we talk about in the book too is setting your business up from start to finish. So the marketing's not just an advertisement that you send out, right? It's that full experience from somebody driving up.
That's
and
something
seeing
I
your
really
business.
liked. Something that I really liked when I read it.
Mm-hmm.
That you talked about that the difference between advertising. Advertising is just basically placing an ad somewhere and
Right.
announcing what you got. Right. Marketing is cradle to grave.
Yeah.
You're building a lifetime relationship with people. The purpose of business is to create a customer and keep a customer.
Yes.
Right. So marketing is throughout that whole thing. Marketing is not only getting people to come through the front door, so to speak, and then give you their credit card, but it's also them saying, I can't wait to give you my credit card again.
Right.
And I can't wait to tell my friends.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I can't wait to come back more often.
Yes.
Right. With you. So that's what good marketing is all about. Is establishing that relationship with people that is going to be a long
It's a
term.
household name.
And like you probably understand, for small business owners, our budgets are small. They're not these huge, Procter and Gamble budgets.
Right.
And
Mine isn't either.
Right? No, exactly. And so, does this have to be expensive, in your opinion, to create a great marketing experience?
No.
And building,
I
building
talk
your
about things in
company?
my book about, like your business card, for example, that you say to people you're different. And when somebody says to me, "Oh, we're different from the competition," I always say, "Let me see your business card."
Yes, you got to see his cards.
We were just talking about business cards today.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny how things go full circle. And so I have a question to ask you. Okay, Steve's business cards are awesome. Like, I will keep this card.
People
I
talk
know that
about my
people
business
talk
card.
about.
In fact,
that,
if you go to my website after you buy my book, ask me for a business card. I'll send it to you.
Okay, you hear that?
Another
from Steve.
freebie. I love
Another
it.
freebie. So, what do you think about? Do you think it's important for people to still have business cards?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah. No,
we had a little argument about that.
We did, because my husband thinks everything's digital, and you could just like, what do they call it when you send over people's cards and stuff?
Okay.
I mean,
I'll tell you exactly why
this.
it's important to still have them.
Tell us.
Is because everybody else is not.
Oh, snap. And who loves business cards?
Your
wife.
I'm getting cards made up
you
right
are,
now.
You are.
You know what? I always want to zig when everybody else is zagging.
Yes.
I take a look at where the pendulum is going, and I go as far the other direction as I possibly can. So
and you know
business cards
crazy?
to me are huge.
This is simple.
And it makes people know you.
Yes.
Remember the purpose. Here's the thing. The purpose of marketing, here's the definition for you. The purpose of marketing is to be on the mind of the prospect when the prospect is ready to buy.
Yes.
So what are you doing in your relationship with them to be not only when the lightning bolt comes out of the sky, strikes them in the head, do they think of you first? Do they think of you second? Do they think of you at all? My objective is I'm the only one they think about.
Right.
So when people are thinking, we need to be different. We're just too much the same as everybody else. We need to be different. Who's going to help us with that? Oh, wait. Where's that business card?
Yes.
That Steve Miller gave us, right?
Yep.
Because what else does the business card have? It has my color, orange.
Yep.
My color is orange. If you get on my list, if you get on my blessed list, you will. I hope you're not allergic to orange because you'll be dead.
Yes.
After you're done with
Yes.
it.
He is orange.
He's all orange.
Even his glasses are orange.
Yeah. When I'm here, I've got an orange sweater on.
So people say like that orange dude. Remember that orange dude?
And it's the consistency.
They might not even remember your name.
The kids at
even
school,
though you have a famous
where our
name
kids
already.
Went to school, I know. I know. I heard there's another guy. Okay?
I was singing the song earlier.
But Mayumi, the kids at the school that our kids went to, they called me Mr. Orange.
Yeah, they did.
I actually still have a poster that the kids made for me because they called me Mr. Orange.
We could talk to Steve all day long, but you want to stay tuned for the next segment. It's the Ask Aaron and Mayumi segment. This is where business people all across the world write into us and ask us questions about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show, make sure you go to thelboradio.com. Also, make sure you follow us on The Lifestyle Business Owner at Instagram and on Facebook.
The Lifestyle Business Owner Show continues after this on AM 1580. The Answer. You're listening to Lifestyle Business Radio. When it comes to success in life and business, it matters who you take advice from. So let's get better acquainted with one of the hosts, Aaron Muller. As a child, Aaron developed an interest in small business ownership from his family's marina on San Juan Island. From the start, Aaron was driven to seek out business opportunities and attain entrepreneurial success. His very first business venture was catching and selling shrimp at the docks when he was only 10 years old. While his peers were preparing to enter 7th grade, Aaron opened a bumper boat rental company, catering to San Juan's ample tourist traffic. Aaron's first real job came in high school, but by the time he graduated, he had earned enough to purchase half the company. Over the past 30 years, Aaron has gone on to start or buy over 20 companies in the Pacific Northwest and now owns 8 multi-million-dollar businesses. Aaron is the world's premier trainer in self-running business ownership and author of the Lifestyle Business Owner book, which lays out the principles for making a 6-figure income by working as little as 5 hours a week. Learn how to achieve your goals from this phenomenal business mind at the Lifestyle Business Owner Academy website, where you learn all kinds of amazing business knowledge. Visit lboacademy.com and take your life in an extraordinary new direction. That's lboacademy.com. Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle?
Yeah. Exactly.
Why build a business when you can build a lifestyle, yo?
So, Mayumi,
book plug.
This is,
book plug.
April 24th.
April 24th.
My book, The Lifestyle Business Owner, is going to be in the marketplace.
In your local
bookstores. Amazon. This will be the hard copy. It's already been booming in sales for the digital copy. Hit #1 bestseller in multiple categories. So super excited about that.
Yeah.
And April 24th is coming up soon.
So go out and get it so you can know how to buy
right
business.
now. Pre-order it.
Yeah.
So you have it at your doorstep the day it comes in.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
So should we get into the Ask Aaron and Mayumi segment, right? So let's see. First question is from Evan and from Newport Beach, California. Favorite way to follow us is Instagram. His question to us is, with the Federal Reserve contracting our money supply via quantitative tightening, I feel like it's a matter of time before we enter another recession. In your opinion, what are some of the best businesses to be in during a recession? Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Always be prepared for this recession. I agree that something's going to happen. So might as well start planning for it.
Yeah.
I like service businesses. People still need things to get done, right? Cars breaking down, water pumps going bad, or water heaters and HVAC systems or landscaping still needs to happen. So, there's just so much need out there still for services that you can't stop spending money on it completely. One of my businesses during the last crash, which was a total service business, washing trucks, never slowed down. We only grew during that period of time, and that was the worst economy we've had since the Depression, right? So that was a service business, and they wanted their trucks to still look clean driving down the road. So
because it's representation.
It's representation, but it's also safety on the road.
Exactly, especially up here.
Pick things that people have to do.
Right.
Right.
Right. Good question. Good advice, Aaron. The next question is from Daryl from Athens, Georgia. Favorite way to follow us is Lifestyle Business Owner Blog. So his question to us is, I am a 63-year-old and I don't have enough money to retire. I could take the money I have and buy a business, and that would give me enough income to live on. But I am supposed to be retired, not operating a business. Given the state of things, I need to look at all of my options. How much headache is it to operate a business as a lifestyle business owner during someone's retirement years?
Well, that is good. And, you can actually, this is just another subject on this. You can actually use your retirement money to invest in your business and not get any type of penalties, right? There's companies out there that will allow you to borrow that money and put it in, not really borrow it, actually use that retirement money to buy the stock in your own company, your own corporation. So that's pretty cool. But, as a 63-year-old, you're not that old.
No, you're still young,
you still have a lot of energy. And there's, all kinds of great business opportunities out there. And all the life experience you already have and work experience you have, you're going to be in great shape to go in and buy a business. You might have to, like in our book, we talk about, you're going to have to put some time into learning that business. So maybe like 12 months of your life to putting a lot of hours into it so that you know exactly what you're doing, and then become a lifestyle business owner. It's all mindset, and there's also some tools that we provide in the book and in the academy that will teach you how to do it in a very easy way.
Right. No, that's
so
great.
Yeah, you don't be afraid of your age and the fact that you're getting into it at that time and that you're gonna have to be working all the time, because you don't have to. It doesn't matter.
And 63 is still young, dude. Okay, great question. The next one's from Cameron in Trenton, New Jersey. Favorite way to follow us is Facebook. So her question is, well, I don't know if it's a her or a him. Cameron, could be a him or her. So I apologize. I've seen people pull their money together to buy rental properties. And the syndicator basically runs the project, manages the property, and sells the property 5 to 7 years down the road and distributes the profits to the investors. Are these syndicators that pull people's money together to buy businesses? That's the question. And if so, do they think it's a good idea to put your money into the deal, own 5 or 10% of a small business, and let someone else run the business? Two separate things. Yeah.
I know there's probably people that do this. Usually they're, a group of investors that come together and they pool their money to buy a business and then, share the profits. And sometimes there'll be some people that operate the business in there. this is something that actually we talked about doing down the road, where I feel like the return on this sort of idea can be much greater actually than real estate, because you got this cash flow that this business is pumping out. So I'm sure there's organizations out there that will do this, that are doing this, and you just have to feel very comfortable with their background, right? So if you find somebody doing that, you want to know what's their track record, right? So have they only been doing it for a short amount of time, and their success in business is, hasn't really been proven because, they've just done a couple deals, right? Or have they personally owned dozens of businesses throughout their life and have been successful in most of them, and where are they at? And so, with everything that you're doing, any kind of investing you're doing, you got to do your due diligence and look into, everything. And it might be the best way for some people to get into owning a business is by pooling their money, because they might not have, the funds to do it, or maybe they want something bigger than what they have the funds to do.
Exactly.
So
yeah, we talked about that, and it's something that we're going to do our due diligence on to look into that, because you're right. We feel that it's great to own a business.
Yeah, and there's so many great opportunities out there that you can get into, and real estate is just going through the roof as far as valuation, and it's starting to get less attractive to a lot of people, because it's just not. It's hard to even buy anything anymore. Like an apartment complex, you have so much competition, and then you have people from out of the country that are coming in, escalating all the values of everything. So we're in a situation you got to start looking at other alternatives for investing your money.
Exactly. Great question. Thank you so much. So the next one's from Melissa, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Favorite way to follow us is YouTube. So the question is, what do you think are some of the most common mistakes people make when they operate a business? And we only have a few minutes, so couple mistakes. Few seconds.
When they're operating a business, just by not by trying to follow a trend versus trying to come up with your own ideas of being different out there. I think that's a big, like we talked about it being
uncopyable.
Yeah, like not changing with the times, but changing with the times to the point where that you're being different, not trying to follow some train of ideas that everybody else is already doing, and you're not going to be any different than anybody else. So I think it's really important that you're always trying to stay on top of what's happening in the marketplace.
Right. I totally agree. And I agree with that. Of course, in the Lifestyle Business Owner book, it's a great book, a great how-to book on how to build a business. Uncopyable, Steve Miller came in earlier this afternoon and talked about being uncopyable. And so those would be two good resources for you to reach out and grab those books and start your due diligence. Thank you all for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business. If you've missed any of our show, make sure you go to lboradio.com, and you can also send in your questions to lboradio.com. Next week, our guest will be a small business owner that started a junk removal business about a year ago, and he is hustling. You don't want to miss that. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, where we talk about the street smarts of small business with Aaron and Mayumi Moeller. You can submit your questions to be answered on the show at lboradio.com. That's lboradio.com. Join us every Saturday afternoon at 4 for the Lifestyle Business Owner Show, right here on AM 1590. The Answer.